Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and got the key from King Bulblin that was on the left-handed side of the Hyrule Castle Gardens, and that key, for what we actually do need, is going to be taking us right inside the actual castle itself. Now, if I'm not mistaken, majority of inside the castle, we don't need to go through every single type of place that's going to be in here. Now, the only reason why that you want to go through everything into this castle is unless if you want to 100% complete everything and collect all the different treasure chests and everything like that. Now, there's really anything too much of importance out of the different treasure chests because, like, here, since this is basically the last dungeon, we've already went through all of the other different places so far and got all of the other different heart pieces within that way. The only one other said area that did actually pertain out with heart pieces that was around within our time of this game was the Palace of Twilight, and we already went and got those two other heart pieces, and also with that said last heart container that was coming right from Zan himself. So all that we really do need to do here is just hopefully try to figure out where this said boss key is going to be, and that's basically about it. Now, there is like quite a bit of other different keys that you could also go and find around within the area, but you don't have to use every single one. I'm pretty certain there's only like a few type of respected doors that we do need to go through, but after all of that, everything is just all free game from here if you do want to collect that with the rest of them. But we do have another gauntlet match, but after some of that type of time going through it, now we have some chandelier grappling that we do have to go through, and this is where you can go and find where the compass is. So at least now, well, within this game, we actually do have both with the dungeon map and the compass somewhat relatively early throughout our time of this said dungeon. So at least we're getting all of these guys like quick and finished out of here as fast as we can. And now we can go and head over here to this door. Now, this one said door right here is going to be leading us into two different pathways. We got like a red pathway and a blue pathway. And I'm pretty certain I think the blue pathway will probably take us all the way down to where the boss key is going to be. But the red pathway, I'm pretty certain, is going to lead us right into where the actual said boss door is going to be happening. And that's where we're going to be going through first, is going to be heading through the red pathway, just so that we can clear through most of those areas out first, and then we'll start reaching back into the blue type of part that's around within this area. But for right now, after going through that said battle and going through that little torch puzzle there, we can now go and pick up with the 50 roops, and now we can go and reach all the way over here to the red pathway. So let's just go and open up with the door here, and then we can go and figure out what exactly else that we do need. Now, just like how we did before with the torch puzzle that was back all the way in the very front of our for the front of our time and picking up with that treasure chest, well, we got another one of these torch puzzles here, and this one you want to make sure that you actually do line up with all of the different torch type of parts that are going to happen here, because if you don't, you actually lose out on that little lit torch that actually does happen. So you do want to make sure that you hit all of them that are all correct that are here. Now, just around in this type of area here, we do have some Lozalfoses. Now, we do have to make sure to knock out with both of these two guys so that they can actually be able to access us into the way of the next type of main door that's going to be here. Now, there is two doors that are opened up, and I think the one that we're going to want is head out through this one, and this is where we can actually go and find out where the next other main key is going to be. I don't really know too much about that other said door. I may probably have to check back on that if there is anything important that we do need from that way, but again, we don't really need to do too much amount of like searching throughout this area here. But we do have the aerial foes, and just like how we did it before with the aerial foes, just have to make our way into using the double claw shot, or just use the regular type of claw shot and just kind of pull him away, or try to pull him forward actually, and try to make sure that we go and get all the hits down as best as we can from here. And let's go and see to make sure this is going to be the correct type of spot that we do want, and just like that we can pull him through, and we already got him all said and done. Well, almost all done here. Just need to get the last few hits. And there we go. Now, I don't know if I already what I said, but Paper Mario is going to be happening for our way for these two videos. We are going to have to continue onwards with more of the Great Boggly Tree that's going to be happening from the 1,000-year door. And hopefully we can go and battle out with Magnus Von Grapple at some point later on down the way. Right now, currently, we actually do have 101 punies that will be showing up for the episode. But that's basically about it. Nothing really else that we could go and do too much for right now. But yeah, so there's the door right there. We're going to make sure that we go and open it, and now we can go and move on through. Now, this area right here, I want to say, is going to be a little bit annoying, because I'm pretty sure this is the area that has a lot of falling platforms here. And now, as you guys go to see, our hearts are not looking all that too great right now, and that's just because that currently right now at this moment in time, it has been a while for me to go through this whole entire platform situation. But you want to make sure that you do at least jump onto the one tiles that do have the skeleton heads on them, because that will make sure that, hey, we don't have to go and fall down through that type of said hole there. Now, we can't really go and do any type of grappling just yet, but we can just make our jump right from here, and just like that, we got the first phase of our said way of reaching up to the boss door already completed. Now we just have to go and just battle with some Temple of Zaphos here, and knock them all the way around out here like that, and I think the other one's almost done. There we go, and now we got them all set and finished, so that's all been taken care of there. And now we have to go and worry about using the claw shot at this point in time. Now, this is really not all that too hard. There's no said bugs that are going to be making this appearance, so that's all nice as well too, because I know that before, I think heading on into the Arbiter Grounds, there was like some of those annoying bugs having to go through those different type of cracked type of staircases that were there. But here we go, there's the last and final of the steps. And this is where we are going to have to go and use the actual said spinner to reach all the way up into that way there. But there we go, and just like that, everybody's all down and out. And now, unfortunately, here throughout my way of using the spinner, I totally forgot about how the jump button actually worked around within the time of doing this. But later on, I actually did figure out how that was all going to work. But there we go. Got ourselves with the loss of a heart, but not to worry. We have like 20 amount of different hearts, so we'll be lasting out here for quite a while. And not only that, but I do have all that specialized soup that we did go and pick up from the Snow Peak Ruins temple area, so that's all going to work out fine. Alright, so here we go. Here is the, I want to say the last of the many of the Dark Nuts here, so we're going to have to go and face off with this guy. Now, I'm pretty sure this one is just a regular Dark Nut. I don't think this is any type of other colored one. I don't think we ever seen a red guy yet, but that may probably show up at some point. I know that we've seen a blue Dark Nut, but here's the silver regular Dark Nut. And just dodge around from there and hopefully try to find an opening, and I think we do. And there we go, and just like that, we're done. See you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.